There is explosive, damning new evidence from Donald Trump's former lead attorney, notes that reveal an absolute criminal bombshell. So let me see if I can explain this in the clearest possible way. There's a very interesting article in the New Republic about it. Damning new evidence against Trump uncovered in lawyers' secret notes. So let me explain to you what is going on here. There are notes written by Trump's former lead attorney, Evan Corcoran, which reveal that Trump was very much aware. He took sensitive documents. If they are found, it could be criminal, and so he should hide the documents. Now, what any normal person who has been following the story would say, of course, yeah, that's obviously that's exactly what Trump did, and that's exactly what Trump thought. The reason that these revelations are so important is that it is very different from the public argument that Trump has been making, which is, I had an absolute right to have these things. Why would I try to hide them? Why would I try to occult anything? They were my documents. I either declassified them telepathically or whatever the case may be. And it runs completely and totally counter to what has been said publicly. These revelations came up in a court hearing where the strength of the prosecution's reliance on these notes was evaluated. And when you include all of the historical context, Trump was asked to, but failed to comply with the National Archives request to give it all back. He failed to comply with the DOJ subpoena to return the classified documents. It led to the FBI visit to Mar-a-Lago. Some call it a raid. Some call it executing a search warrant. Many say it's effectively the same thing here. There are now reports that Trump had a particular staffer move the documents, even after saying we returned everything and after being asked to turn everything over. So Trump has admitted in public he took the documents. He said he did it legally. He said he wasn't hiding them. He said he had the absolute right to have them, and there was nothing wrong with it at all. Except the private notes of Evan Corcoran confirm that Donald Trump very much knew exactly what the repercussions might be and acted deliberately in order to hide those. And this goes directly to Trump's state of mind in terms of the commission of these crimes. Now, Trump is facing 42 felony charges related to the retention and concealment of these classified documents, as well as obstruction of justice. This bolsters that obstruction case. And to the surprise of absolutely no one, Trump friendly, Trump suck up, Trump brown nosing judge Eileen Cannon is considering throwing out a bunch of the sealed notes on Donald Trump's behavior, which essentially prove he knowingly stole, hid, withheld, and didn't return classified documents. The notes make it clear what Trump's intent was. And if Judge Eileen Cannon can do Trump's bidding and get those notes excluded from the forthcoming trial, it will certainly weaken the prosecution's case. She wants to throw them out exactly because they are so mind-blowingly incriminating, and you really can't make that up. What's the upside to this? Because there's a lot of downside. You throw out good evidence against Trump, it helps Trump. You have a Trump-appointed suck-up judge in Eileen Cannon delaying and running the trial. That helps Trump. What's the upside? What's the counterpoint to look at? The counterpoint is that this case seems to be as big of a slam dunk as the one where Trump was convicted on 34 felonies. That even if you exclude these notes, it is quite difficult to imagine that prosecutors will have a particularly difficult time proving their case. So what is Trump's best bet? Delay the trial indefinitely, which is more or less where this trial is right now. It's not actually delayed indefinitely. It's not been put aside by the judge. But the judge has made it very clear that it is going to be a while before this is really set to start. And the possibility of this trial starting, never mind concluding before the election, is essentially zero. This was the goal all along. This was the goal for Donald Trump, pushing for delays of various kinds. And it seems like he got it. Stunning stuff, not totally unexpected.